Okay. Before I start, we have to pray for the victims of Hurricane Doreen. I was watching the hurricane on the news yesterday. Some of you probably might know that because I just uploaded the videos. I not filmed, well, yeah, filmed. Sorry, I meant to say, I was recording my video phone on CNN of Hurricane Doreen and the people in Bahamas and their houses getting struck by the hurricane. I just had to say a prayer for the victims of in the Bahamas and Wilmington. I don't know what the hurricane's striking now, but let's just pray. Okay, sorry. Just this is gonna be another movie review. I love doing these movie reviews for you guys. This one is a movie. I don't think a lot of people might. Some people probably may have heard of it. May have heard of this back in 1990 because this came out in 1990. This had Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. They were in this movie. I'm about to tell you what parts they played. They're not really the stars of this movie. But anyway, it's called Masters of Menace. I remember seeing this years ago because I have that weird memory when I was a little kid on television. It's about these bikers. They're trying to bury this friend who gets killed in a motorcycle accident. He was doing a dangerous stunt. The character the biker who gets killed was played by Jim Belushi with the eye patch. He played a biker named Gypsy, and he was doing. I remember he was doing this motorcycle stunt, and he explodes. And the guy who played Squiggy on Lenny and the guy who played Squiggy on Laverne and Shirley, David L. The guy, I forget his last name, but Squiggy, the one who says hello on Laverne and Shirley, he plays one of the bikers. I always remember him saying, "Holy shit!" He exploded himself. But the movie's mostly about the Wheelers. Hope I say that last name right. It killed me. Buddy Wheeler and his wife Kitty, played by David Ratchet. David Ratch, I think I'm pronouncing his name right. If I'm not, please forgive me. You know how I am with doing this stuff sometimes, maybe all the time. But and Catherine Batch. I know it's Catherine Batch as Kitty. There's these two married biker couple, and they hang out with these group of kick-ass bikers. I'm gonna say kick-ass. These Harley Davidsons. And like I said, mostly the movie's about the Gypsy, the character of Gypsy, played by Jim Belushi. He tries to do this motorcycle stunt, and he explodes. And they want to bury him with his family in the backyard of their house. I always remember that. I forget where they want to bury him at, the city. It's been years since I saw this. I saw this movie, I want to say 3 times when I was a kid. And the last time I really saw this film was, I think, 97 or 98 when I had Showtime back in the late 90s. The small cable boxes I used to have. That my uncle used to have, because I always lived with my uncle. But anyway, John Candy also has a cameo in this movie. He plays the beer truck guy, while the bikers, they want to hijack the beer truck so they can get drunk. I always remember the scene, like one of the bikers, one of the biker girls in the back of one of the bikers was, I think she was flashing or trying to take her clothes off. Not really take her clothes off. John Candy he looks excited. If you're a horny guy, of course you would be excited. But a couple of the bikers, they enter the truck and they push John Candy out of the truck. I always feel bad for John Candy's character. That's it. And Dan Aykroyd plays Buddy Wheeler's old biker friend. He has a weird sense of when he walks, because maybe he's been in motorcycle accidents or dangerous stunts a lot of times. But yeah, so Dan Aykroyd has a cameo as what was his name? I forget his character's name. I didn't write it down. I looked this up on Wikipedia and it doesn't really have a lot of information on this movie. But I used to watch this film not a lot of times, but I'll say 4 times if I have to guess. 4 times when I was really younger, but later on they replayed this movie on Showtime, and I don't think I've seen this movie ever since. I don't think this movie was on DVD, but it was on VHS. But I didn't really rent the VHS tape. But they do have some weird scenes. I always remember one scene where the bikers they go to this salad restaurant, and it's owned by Billy Bob, this Indian guy with a cowboy hat, like Indian American, not Native American, Indian American, and all the customers run, and all the bikers they just eat all the whole salad bar. They just eat it all in a funny way. The fat biker, I think, because it's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I'm trying to recast. I'm trying to remember some of the scenes. I was trying to say recast or whatever. Fuck it. Anyway, there's also a funny scene with Smokey the Bear. This bear is obviously obvious. Oh, so I was trying to say the bear character. It was obviously a man in a bad costume, but he was supposed to be Smokey the Bear, and at the end, he's telling the bikers only you can prevent forest fires. I don't know if it was like a weird drug, like they were high or something. I can't remember, but I also remember there was this lawyer guy who I think he was friends or was buddy or was his lawyer. And I always remember when they were having that party, and he brought his wife, who was a nun, who she really didn't like his biker friends, and she leaves them, takes the car, and Buddy, I'm saying the actor's name, I'm trying to say the character's name. Buddy tells his lawyer friend, you know why they called him none? You're never gonna get none. You know, what else? It was something about saying you're never gonna get none, or something like that. What else? Who else? What happens in this movie? Yeah, they're trying to escape from the law. I always remember Buck Flower playing the sheriff. And mostly this movie's about Kitty Wheeler. She's trying to tell her husband she's pregnant, and she's afraid of what's going to happen to her when he tells him. I always remember that. And at the end, when they have the baby, and they're at that fast food restaurant, and see a buddy recognizes one of the workers at the restaurant. I don't know if he was the cook, but when he recognizes him, he gets so pissed off of since he's on the job, he's got to be nice to him. And Buddy tells him that my kid just had an accident on a seat or whatever. He wants him to clean it up. I always remember that. It's a weird movie. I don't think a lot of people remember that movie. Masters of Menace is like I said about this biker gang who has to bury their biker friend. And there's one scene I always remember too. To be honest, I remember a lot about this movie, and I really haven't seen it only 4 or 5 times. But one scene where they're trying to bury him, and the lawyer guy, I forget the character's name. I forget his name, but he's trying to avoid the dead body. First, I think he sees the casket on the back of the truck, but he decides to ride in the front, and the dead and Gypsy's corpse is actually in the front next to him, and it's just it's funny. It's really so silly, and it's one of those movies that's not really popular, but you might like it. Might like it anyway. I really haven't seen this movie a lot. I wish I had more information about this movie, but I always remember a few scenes when I was a kid, like the guy who played Squiggy, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, the beer truck, and Jim Belushi's character who dies in that motorcycle accident. And that's the only scenes I remember. I don't think we'll ever get a DVD of this Master of Menace, but I think it was an alright flick. I really haven't seen a lot of it, but I felt like I really need to do that movie review of this. I feel like I really should have done that. Tell you guys this before, because that movie just kept popping in my head a couple of times. Master of Menace. Check it out or search for it on YouTube, the trailer. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Have a good one. I might do another video later on.